I'm Elizabeth at Literary Princess. If you are new here, welcome. I have a PhD in English literature with a focus on Victorian women novelists, and as you might expect, I love to read. Today I have a book haul for you, and I'm calling this my Christmas in July book haul because all but one of the books are from a trip that I took to my favorite bookstore with a gift card that my mother-in-law gave me for Christmas. And I have been waiting for months to spend it. So I do have one book that is not from there that I just got, I think at the beginning of June, and have not talked about yet. So I will show you that, and then we will get into my Christmas in July book haul. Let's jump in. I picked up this book at a thrift store in my town, and they frequently have like a bunch of old books, and I have actually found some other interesting things there before, such as John Halifax Gentleman by Diana Mullet-Craig, and this time I found A Dog of Flanders by Ouida, real name Louisa de la Rame, but she wrote under the name Ouida. This is a former library copy. It actually, in the front, has a plate. Whoop. Where did it go? There it is. With my town public library children's room. And it is from 1913. So when I saw Ouida, I was like, what? You never find Ouida books out in the wild because most of them aren't in print anymore. So I guess the library was clearing out their inventory and sent at least some of them to this thrift store where I was able to find this cute little book. I have read A Dog of Flanders before. I have it on my Kindle, but I'm really happy to have a cute little illustrated print edition. Like, I'm so happy. It is such a sad story, like seriously super depressing, but I'm still really happy to have it. So now for my Christmas in July books. So my favorite bookstore ever is the Country Bookseller in Wolfboro, New Hampshire. Both my family and my husband's family have summer homes in the area. And for the 4th of July, we went to my husband's family's home for the long weekend. And naturally, because I have been waiting since December for a chance to spend this gift card, I went book shopping. So the first one is a brand new release that I'm super excited for because it's an author who I really enjoy. This is The Unicorn Hunters by Catherine Arden. Catherine Arden wrote the Winter Night trilogy, which the first book is The Bear and the Nightingale. Oh, amazing books. They're so good. I am super excited for this, and it's signed. And it's also super pretty. Here, let me show you the end papers. Ooh, and like, gorgeous edition. I am so pumped for this. I actually don't know what this is about. I'm gonna be perfectly honest. I saw Catherine Arden and unicorns and was like, yes, mine. Young woman who is a sovereign duchess. People are trying to force her into a marriage with the King of France. So she arranges a secret betrothal to the King of France's greatest rival. And I assume unicorns come into it at some point, obviously. I'm so excited for this. I can't wait. And look, it's so pretty. I love unicorns. I don't know if you guys know that. I don't know if you've seen me read a unicorn book, but I have some unicorn series that are some of my favorites, and I'm really excited for this. Next up is some nonfiction. This is Monsters in the Archives, My Year of Fear with Stephen King by Caroline Bix. And many of you know, Stephen King is tied for my favorite author with Jane Austen. So this is, they give you a bookmark with every single book. And they actually just changed their design. It's really pretty though, I like it. So Caroline Bix got to go work with Stephen King's private archives. And the result is this book. It is a critical work where she is looking at 5 of his early works. The Shining, Carrie, Pet Sematary, Salem's Lot, and Night Shift, which I believe is a short story collection. And while tracking King's margin notes and editorial changes, she discovered scenes and alternate endings that never made it to print, but the King is allowing her to publish now. The book also includes interviews Bix had with King along the way that reveal new insights into his writing process and personal history. Part literary masterclass, part biography, part memoir and investigation into our deepest anxieties. Monsters in the Archives, authorized by Stephen King himself, is unlike anything ever published about the master of horror. I'm so excited! This sounds so great. So I need to read Night Shift next. That was not going to be my next Stephen King book, but if I want to be able to read this, then I need to read that. So there we go. I'm so excited. I saw this, I was like, mine. I love Stephen King so much, and just to get to see a critical work treating him like seriously is great, but also B, changes and alternate endings, what? I want to know. I want to know. So yeah, I think I'm gonna be seeing if the library has Night Shift available for me to check out, and then getting to this as soon as I'm done reading that. Next up is one that I've actually started reading. I just got home from this trip last night and I started reading it immediately. And it's actually a reread. This is Funny Story by Emily Henry. So this is a romance book about Daphne, whose fiance Peter dumps her the night of his bachelor party because he has gotten with his female best friend, Petra. Peter and Petra. I hate them. It's great. So I read this last year, and I had actually just been thinking about how I wanted to reread it and how it's one that I would actually want to own because I enjoyed it so much. And then it was in the store, and I was like, well, there we go. So I got it. I have already started rereading it. I'm having a great time. And we are going to end with 2 classics, the first of which is for my Russian literature project for next year. This is The Brothers Karamazov by Fyodor Dostoevsky. Look at, oh my God, it's one of the new Penguins. You can tell from the thicker band and the lack of the red or orange or whatever you want to call it font on the cover. But like, it's so, I can't describe how the pages feel, but it's just like nice and new and soft. I'm weird, that's fine. I'm really excited for this. It's about 4 brothers, I believe, and their father is murdered. And I've just heard that this is a masterpiece. Even the owner of the bookstore who was checking me out said, oh, this book's wonderful. And I said, I'm really looking forward to it because I've heard so many good things, particularly from Alana Estelle. And I'm just so excited for it. I'm like, this is probably the book in the Russian literature project that I'm the most excited about, just because I've heard so many good things. And I'm really happy that I have this nice Penguin copy. I was really hoping they would have this, and they pulled through. They had it for me. Yes. And then the final book is actually a book that will also be a reread. And it is a book I already owned a copy of, but in a very recent video, I was just complaining about how much I hate that copy. This is Mansfield Park by Jane Austen. This is the group read for Jane Austen July this year. And in my TBR video, I was bemoaning my hideous copy of Mansfield Park and talking about how I really hoped I could find a new copy that was nicer, and lo and behold, they had it. They had the Penguin copy. They actually had 2 copies of Mansfield Park. They had this and they had the Penguin cloth bound. And I did, for a while, debate on the Penguin cloth bound, but then I found the paperback, which they have their Penguin Classics on a, like the paperback Penguin Classics on a, like kind of, you know, one of those spinny racks that's like at the very end of the fiction section, and I go alphabetical in order. So I found the cloth bound first, and so carried that around, but then I found this. I was like, oh, because A, cheaper, and B, I actually like reading paperbacks better. So I'm so happy they had this, and it's not even one of the new ones. It's the type that I really like, with the thinner band and the red-orange lettering. Not that it matters, they just look really, I like how they look, and when the band size changes, they don't look quite the same altogether, but it's fine. This is actually the first Penguin black classic in this style that I have of one of Jane Austen's. I don't have any of the others in Penguin, which is weird because Penguin's my favorite, but okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna be starting this very soon for Jane Austen July. I am a little bit behind, obviously, because the group started reading it on the 1st, but I'm probably gonna catch up pretty quickly, so that's fine. And I can't wait to read the introduction. Who wrote the introduction? Who? Oh, Catherine Sutherland. Oh, I know her. I don't know her, but I've read her work. She's a pretty prominent Austen scholar. So, yay. I'm just so happy to have this pretty copy that feels nice, and yeah. So that is my Christmas in July book haul. I actually have $18 left of my gift card, so I'm probably going to be going back when we go on our second lake vacation of the summer in August and buying at least one more book with that $18. But I wanted to do this haul now because I was just so excited about, honestly, all of these, particularly the new Mansfield Park copy, because, you know, I'm literally going to be reading that imminently. I should actually start it today. So I wanted to show them off. And also the Unicorn Hunters is so pretty, and I'm so excited about the Stephen King one. So I wanted to share that with all of you. Let me know down in the comments, have you read any of these? What did you think of them? What are some books that you acquired recently? If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to see more of my bookish content. It has been great chatting with you. I will see you soon. Bye.